and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us.
MikeSlater.locals.com. Thank you to Bill for letting me fill in it and for you for listening. We'll see you again tomorrow.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Shouldn't you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395.
It's going to be a hot and humid day for most of those kids heading back to school. We're going to see high temperatures in the upper 80s and the lower 90s. We have a small chance of seeing a few passing showers and perhaps a few rumbles of thunder around dinner time. But as we head into tonight, we'll be dry with temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s. We will see highs in the lower 90s for tomorrow with a better chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Pretty good weather to start our day with this morning. Right now it's 69 degrees, and we're going to be mostly sunny today with highs getting up to around 89. That heat index around 94. And tonight dropping back to 71 and mostly clear. Should be mostly clear all day today. There was some indication there might be a pop-up shower with all this humidity, but we'll wait and see. Perhaps it won't be any at all. Just a good clear day. Looks like partly cloudy throughout the week. So the heat index is going to be pretty extreme on Tuesday with the heat index around 97. Then Wednesday, heat index around 96. So it's going to be another one of those hot and humid days here in the foothills. And right now, we are at 69 degrees here at WCAB. So let's get to the phones now and find out what's been happening over the weekend. And Officer King is there to fill us in and give us the report. Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing good. How you doing today, Jim?
Doing good, thank you. Tell us what's been going on.
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Department has responded to 298 calls for service. There were 16 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 209 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, Shaylin Lauder from Weenie's Road in Ballstick reported a felony larceny. Isidro Zavala from Hill Street in Morrisboro reported a felony larceny. And a Susan McGowan from Chimney Rock Road in Rutherfordton reported larceny of a firearm and also misdemeanor larceny. On our arrest reports, a Rebecca Rose from Moody Town Road in Marion was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. Sherry Maccabee, listed as homeless, was arrested and charged with second-degree trespass, received a $1,000 unsecured bond. Roy Buff from Brooklyn Road in Forest City was served with a warrant for assault inflicting serious injury and also charged with resisting a public officer, received a $102,500 secured bond. Meddy Shelton from Hines Road in Morrisboro was served with a warrant for misdemeanor larceny. No bond listed on that one. And a Joshua Robertson from Oakland Road in Forest City was served with warrants for injury to real property and also injury to personal property and received a $1,500 secured bond. That's all we have for today.
All right, Officer King, thank you very much for that report. I hope you have a safe day out there.
Thank you, Jim. You have a good one.
See you now. Bye-bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Well, Braves are off tonight. They get a break after the weekend, so they had a kind of an off kind of weekend. They lost Saturday and Sunday to the Cardinals, 6-5 on Saturday, 6-3 on Sunday. So they're due for a day off, I guess, and then they'll start a series with the Colorado Rockies. We go over to 911 Communications Center, get a report from there, see what calls they've had over the weekend. And Lindsay's on the phone to give us that report. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning.
What's on that report?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 738 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 140 EMS, under law enforcement 298 Sheriff's Office 122 Forest City, 18 Lake Lure, 60 Rutherfordton, and 84 Spindale. Under fire calls, Bills Creek had a power line fire, Cherry Mountain had a fire investigation, Cliffside had a structure fire, Forest City had a motor vehicle accident and residential fire alarm and illegal burn. Lake Lure had a motor vehicle crash. Rutherfordton had a motor vehicle crash and structure fire. Sandy Mush had an illegal burn. SDO had a commercial fire alarm. Shingle Hollow had a motor vehicle crash. And Spindale had a power line fire and brush fire. And that is all.
Sounds pretty busy on the weekend, Lindsay. Thank you for that report. You have a great day.
Thank you.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Danieltown SDO Fire District is our next stop. That's where we'll find Ruby Taylor on the phone to give us that update. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What's on your report from the weekend?
Well, the fire department had a fire investigation, and on my birthday calendar, I've got Debbie McDaniel having birthday, and hope she has a nice day, and the signs are in the bows today and going to the rains tomorrow, and Jim, that's all I got.
Have a good day, Ruby. Thank you.
You too.
Cheryl, have you been to the Homeworks Design Center inside Henson Building Materials in Forest City?
Oh, yes. Shana, David, and William are incredible at designing kitchen and bath cabinetry for my new she shed.
Your what?
And they have a full line of windows and doors on display in their 5,000 square foot showroom. And they'll install any ones you pick out for me.
Oh, you're too good to me.
I know. With selling and installing, it's basically one-stop shopping.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Now we're going up to Fairfield Mountains Fire District, and Gary Wilson is there to give us that report from the weekend. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Beautiful morning to wake up to here today.
It sure is. It's nice out there this morning. Got hot yesterday, though.
Yes, it did.
Hot afternoon. Going to be a few more days, though, it sounds like. Had little storms in the area and places yesterday. Up in Lake Lure, up on Memorial Highway, between Snug Harbor Circle, around up through there, they had some trees and power lines down. A couple of spots. And Bills Creek was out on one or two on Cedar Creek Road and Bills Creek Road. And around where we're at over there, it never got hit right there too bad. So it just depends on where you're at. It's kind of spotty yesterday, but you get the heat like we had, you're going to have some pop-up storms come in once in a while.
That's right. I heard some thunder rolling yesterday afternoon, but I didn't see nothing happen around my place. Just some thunder.
Everything seemed to be over on Lake Lure side of town yesterday. And everything's going quiet this morning, about 70 degrees. We had no calls overnight, and Bills Creek, like I said, yesterday ran a couple of calls. Lake Lure ran 3 or 4, so they were busy over there yesterday. And that's all I got up here this morning, Jim. Just waiting on Labor Day weekend coming up.
It's coming up face to face with us, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean, the last hoorah of the summer, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate you. You have a great day up there, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you then.
Bye-bye. Gary Wilson up at Fairfield Mountains. To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale, your Edward Jones financial advisor, help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale at Edward Jones Financial Advisor, 828-287-9197. All right, we're checking in over Bostic and Burns on the phone over there to give us a report. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing great as well. Glad to have you on radio.
Well, that is great. Did you have a good weekend?
I sure did. How about you?
I sure did. Well, up here in Bostic this morning, we have a temperature of 70 degrees. Fire department had no calls. We have one birthday, Lacey Burgess. We want to wish her a happy birthday. And food box giveaway at Faith Baptist Church in Forest City, September the 24th from 8 to 10. And don't forget to stop in at Bostic Floors. She still has her pillars and candles 20% off. The Bee Supply Store located there on Depot Street in Bostic. Stop in there if you need any supplies for the bees. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day today.
Everyone, you have a wonderful day as well as a Monday, so make it a good one.
Okay,
I'll see you. Bye-bye. Of course, as you recall, those we've been listening on a regular basis, Bob Hodge retired from the call-around report last Friday was his last one. We're going to miss him. We're sorry he is no longer going to be with us, but he's been with us 51 years, and what a record, what a Trojan, what a great guy to have been with us devotedly all those many years. We again salute Bob Hodge for his years of service. We'll miss him, and hopefully we'll be in touch with him from time to time, but right now, we're in search of another reporter from the Hudlow Fire District. So if any of you know someone that'd be willing to give us a report each morning, we'd love to know who that is. And if you would like to do it, step forward, let us know. That's always a busy fire department, and we always like to have somebody from that department to give us the news and tell us what's been going on. So think about it, guys and gals. If you know somebody want to volunteer them, please do that and let us know who that's going to be.
Did you know that approximately 34% of women worldwide are affected by urinary incontinence? But there is good news. You don't have to suffer anymore. Brock Family Care in Forest City is excited to introduce a breakthrough treatment for urinary incontinence called BTL Emsella. All you have to do is sit on the Emsella chair for 30 minutes fully clothed, 2 times a week for 3 weeks, and your quality of life will significantly improve. Sound interesting? Then call 828-382-7282 to learn more about this amazing treatment, or visit our website at www.brockfamilycare.com.
Now Sue Price's turn here on the report from the Cherry Mountain Fire District. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Jim.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Hope you did.
I sure did.
Well, good.
Tell us what's been going on.
Well, the fire department had one fire investigation, and I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries on my church calendar today. On my personal calendar, I've got Jean Thorne. Happy birthday, Jean. I hope you have a good day. And let's see, on Fairviews, they've got David Van Dyke. So happy birthday to David. And not too many celebrating that I know, but we have anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And I don't have any announcement, hadn't had anything come in, so it's just a quiet time over this way, but we're looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Hope you have one, Sue, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Well, we didn't do too bad in Friday Night Football. some would say, and then some would say we did pretty bad. But here's the breakdown. Pine Lake Prep beat Thomas Jefferson 21-0. And Tuscola beat East Rutherford 56-14. Chase won out over Owen 57-15, and R.S. Central beat West Caldwell 36-7. So we had 2 wins and 2 losses in Friday night high school football action. So let's be aware of the fact that some are in a growing mode and will be popping back up here before you know it. So let's give a round of applause for all of our guys that are out there playing high school football Friday night. All right, Tina White is next. She's in the Shingle Hollow Fire District with our report on this Monday morning. Tina, how are you doing?
I am feeling mighty fine this morning. How are you, Jim?
I feel the same way. Although it is Monday.
Yeah, we can make it a great day.
We sure
can make it a great Monday. And you started us off with great music this morning, so I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Up here in Shingle Hollow this morning, it is 70 degrees. The fire department had a call on Saturday. It was a miscellaneous fire call, and it was over on Piney Knob Road, but they couldn't locate anything, so that's what they had to tell me this morning about that. We have one birthday, Miss Bailey Boone. I hope she has a great birthday. And announcements, we have Piney Knob Baptist Church's revival meeting starts tonight, 7 p.m. Everyone is invited. And James Haynes wanted me to get the word out that we also have transportation. We can have the church van come pick you up. If you want to ride, call 828-289-3348. And again, that's at Piney Knob Baptist Church. Revival tonight at 7 p.m. And the phone number is 828-289-3348 if you want to ride. And that's all I have this morning.
All right. Well, I hope it's going to be a good one, and you folks enjoy yourself up there around the Shingle Hollow area, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I hope it is so good that we worship, and in the morning I'll be like, oh, what happened? Yeah. I'll be dragging in the morning when you call me.
Oh, well, I hope it is a good one. See you.
Have a great day and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Tina White reporting out of Shingle Hollow this morning.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
You know, I'm an ice cream fan. I love ice cream, and I love the fact that Washburn General Store is carrying these new flavors from Rutherford County's only dairy farm, Seesaw Hill Farm and Dairy, and they're carrying flavors like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, peach, and kudzu in individual cup sizes. You need to go by and try this and get to 2 or 3 cups, individual cup sizes for the kiddos when they get home from school as a treat. Or maybe you've got a little party going on, you want to serve ice cream, this would be a great way to do it. And this is from Rutherford County's only dairy farm, Seesaw Hill Farm and Dairy at Washburn General Store. Homemade ice cream for sale. Also, remember they also now have overalls. They've been out of these. They've got some in now. Sizes 18 months to size 50. That'll fit most anybody. So go by and look around. You'll find other things. I know you will. I always do when you go to Washburn General Store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Well, I see Brenda Kelly's lights flashing here in the Blue Room this morning, so let's push that button and see if we can get her on the phone. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. How are you on this marvelous Monday morning?
Really good. How are you?
I'm like Tina, I'm feeling mighty fine. I feel good.
Well, a lot of times we can control how we feel.
Oh, yeah. It's all in our mind.
A lot of times it sure is. We do have some aches and pains from time to time, but we can go ahead and address the fact that we're going to wake up feeling good.
That's right. That's exactly right. As long as the old heart's ticking, we got it made.
That's right.
Well, let's see. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries, and I've got 68 degrees on the front porch, and I don't have but one announcement. The Union Mills Learning Center, Friday, September the 2nd, 6 p.m. Sub-sandwich meal, and the cost is $6 and 7 p.m. Homegrown opens for Possum Creek, no admission, but they do have a tip jar available for the band. And so far, that's all I know of going on up here in Union Mills, but I sure did miss Bob Hodge this morning. I don't know what we're going to do with him.
Who's that?
I said I sure did miss Bob Hodge this morning.
Yeah, me too. A lot of
Don't
people.
know what we're going to do with him.
I know it. We just,
Well, we may just have to turn him over our lap and spank him.
well, I don't know. We have to do something to him. Throw
Smudge his face.
throw cotton balls at him or something.
I hear you.
But he's been a good one. Can't complain
Yeah,
about
he
his
has.
longevity because he's certainly been there.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to this station, oh my goodness, for years. I believe it was Charles Melton. I used to listen to it when Charles Melton had it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but every now and then people, they need to sit back and relax a little bit.
Need to change of pace. I can understand.
That's right. So I guess you better go check on Luther's Sweet Thing and see if everything's all right in Ellenburg.
You have a good day in Union Mills.
Okay, catch you later.
Bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Braves are off tonight, but they'll be picking back up a schedule with the series with the Rockies, Colorado Rockies, and we'll see if they still got the momentum and their mojo going. They did lose two yesterday. Well, 2 games, Saturday and Sunday. They lost to the Cardinals, but we'll see what happens after they get back in action, after taking the night off. Right now, we're heading toward Ellenboro. Luther Gilligan, good morning.
Good morning, you two. Hope you're having a good day up there.
I am having a good day. Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend.
Good.
Didn't do a whole lot, but it was a good time.
Well, as long as you can just feel like you had a good time, that's the main thing.
I had a good time. Had a good church service yesterday morning. Had one last night.
Good.
Everything going good. And it's quiet this morning. So we're starting the week out good today. Sun's coming up through the trees. See it's shining in the woods. But there's nothing going on. Fire department, they had 2 medical calls for the weekend. Other than that, they were quiet all weekend. So there's nothing going on with them. So nothing else happening down here, Jim. You have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, thank you very much. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
All right, take care now.
Bye. All right, it's time for birthdays and anniversaries. You can call those in to us now at 287-3356, 287-3356, and we'll see who is having a birthday next, an anniversary. We'll call it out and let folks celebrate with you. 287-3356.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
All right, it's time for us to think about tomorrow. Generally, we say let's think about today, but let's think about tomorrow because today Grammy Bees is closed, but tomorrow they'll be open tomorrow. They'll have breakfast starting as early as 6:30, maybe 7, and you can order yours and take it to work with you, take it home with you, or eat there in the shop. They have a nice setting area there, dining area. You can enjoy breakfast the way you like it, including pancakes and omelets and scrambled eggs and bacon, sausage. And if you can enjoy breakfast, you can enjoy that one, I know, at Granny B's. And in the middle of the day, if you get hungry, Want a snack? Go by and get one of those delicious Daylight Donuts. They're always good donuts, but they're closed Mondays, so we got to wait till Tuesday to do that.
Happy birthday.
So, local birthdays called in this morning, so we want to wish those who are too shy to have it announced happy birthday anyway. Keys to Confident Living coming up here in just a few moments. Top of the hour, we'll have the job market report, find out where some jobs are, and hopefully we can get in touch with Wayne Raleigh to talk with him about food. You know, I'm a foodie, and I love to talk with Wayne because he always knows how to do it right, and we'll see if we can reach him today as well. All that straight ahead.
Did you ever feel that someone misjudged your motives, that they misread your intentions? Did you feel hurt and misunderstood? Oftentimes we mean well, but it doesn't always come across that way. In those situations, it is comforting to know that God looks at the heart more than He looks at the outward actions. He knows our real intentions. Sometimes our good intentions can create more problems than they solve, especially when we are first starting out in our line of work. Even in those situations, God understands. A young pastor was making hospital rounds for the very first time. His initial visit was with an elderly parishioner. He came in and plopped down on the side of her bed and inquired aggressively into the nature of her surgery, neither things considered to be good bedside manners. It went on like this until finally he said, "Before I leave, is there anything else I can do for you?" To that, the sweet-spirited lady replied, "Well, if you wouldn't mind, you could take your foot off my oxygen hose." Oftentimes, our good intentions do not make up for the errors people remember, but at least God sees what we are trying to do and acknowledges the effort. The Bible says, "A cup of cold water given in His name, even if it is mishandled, will not go unrewarded." Good intentions do not cover up for all of our mistakes, but they do make them a little more palatable. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
Birthday just called in. Kenneth Knipe, he's a pastor of Bostic Missionary Methodist Church, having a birthday today, so we want to wish him well and many more happy returns. Kenneth Knipe, happy birthday.
With the division on the line and the playoffs charging in, you won't want to miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball.
Fly ball to deep center field, back there towards the wall. That is gone!
Tomorrow, the Braves are back in town for a huge homestand as Travis d'Arnaud and the Braves take on the Colorado Rockies at Truist Park. Braves radio's on the air at 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
100.9 FM and 590 AM.
The best of both worlds.
This is WCAB Rutherfordton.
When there's no one else around.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want to. Why can't this crazy love be more? It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But if I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual to find that I'm in love with you. Oh, 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 oh,
There's a lot of things I want, a lot of things that I'd like to be. But girl, I don't foresee a rags to riches story for me. There's just one little dream I've got to make come true. There's just one guy I've got to win. I can't be a loser with you. And baby, baby, there's one thing I want, and will get what I want. Girl, don't let me down.
from ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. A deadly weekend of gun violence all over the country. A search for a motive is underway after last night's supermarket shooting in Bend, Oregon that left 2 people and the gunman dead. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
That shooting happening at a supermarket in a popular Bend, Oregon shopping center. Police describing a lone gunman stalking the aisles, firing from that AR-15 style rifle. At this point, they say they're still investigating the motive and describing what they call a very large crime scene.
In Chicago, a 5-year-old boy is in critical condition after he was shot in the head. His grandfather says it happened while sitting in a car with his dad.
He wanted to see his father. They went to go see his father, and somebody pulled up and started shooting.
In Fort Worth, Texas, a 5-year-old and a 17-year-old were killed in a drive-by shooting. And in Phoenix, Police Chief Jerry Williams says 2 people were killed and 2 officers wounded in a house party shooting.
This is another example of gun violence in our community. It's another example of gun violence in our country.
The launch clock at Kennedy Space Center has been paused while engineers check out an earlier hydrogen leak and a crack in one of the rocket tanks ahead of the Artemis moon launch mission. ABC News transportation correspondent Gio Benitez has more on eventual plans.
They want to have a home base on the moon and one orbiting the moon as well. And that's basically going to be sort of like a little layover spot where you can go if you're on your way to Mars. And that's the goal.
He's at Kennedy Space Center. U.S. Open expected to be Serena Williams' final Grand Slam event. ABC News contributor Christine Brennan says her first match is this evening.
The crowd will be just ecstatic to see her, cheering her on at every point. It's going to be a wonderful American love affair and American farewell.
More evacuations are underway in Jackson, Mississippi, as the Pearl River is expected to crest. Hundreds have been forced to leave their homes so far. You're listening to ABC News.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The death toll in Pakistan from the monsoon season there now topping 1,000 people.
Pakistan's monsoon season has been deadly. Touring flood-affected areas in southern Sindh province, the chief of Pakistan's army staff.
I also appeal on behalf of government of Pakistan, on behalf of people of Pakistan, to our expats and our friends abroad to please come forward and help these people who are in very, very difficult situation.
Recorded deaths from widespread flooding in the country have topped 1,000 since mid-June. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
The UN Nuclear Agency now says a team is on the way to the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe. It is in Ukraine, and the war has gotten close to the site in recent weeks. A 10-year-old boy from Oklahoma honored for saving his mother's life for a second time. Here's ABC's Lana Moise.
But I really do feel like he's my guardian angel as well.
Lori Keeney says her son is more than just her hero.
We were having a wonderful morning, and we thought we'd jump in the pool.
Shortly after Gavin got out, the 10-year-old noticing his mom, who has epilepsy, in distress.
I heard a splashing and drowning-ish, and then I looked, and then she was seizing in the pool.
Videos showing Gavin wasting no time diving in and holding his mother's head above water as he swam backwards to get her to safety. His grandfather arriving from next door moments later to help. Lionel Moise, ABC News.
Last year, Gavin stepped in to help when his mother was choking. This is ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there's no way out? Get off the endless debt treadmill and start saving money each month. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Call Total Financial now at 800-208-1312. 800-208-1312.
I'm Sherry Preston.
High temperatures today will reach the upper 80s and the lower 90s. While most of us will stay dry, there is a chance we could see a few passing showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon into this evening. As we head into tonight, we'll fall into the upper 60s and the lower 70s. We have a cold front that's going to move through late tomorrow into Wednesday. That's going to spark a better chance of showers and thunderstorms with highs in the lower 90s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And right now we're still at 69 degrees. Started out that way at 6 o'clock this morning, still 69, climbing up to about 89 before it's all over. It's Monday morning, and it's 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, and time for us to check where some jobs are in our county, and Polk County as well, and see where they are and how much they're going to pay us to go to them. And here's Anita on the phone to give us that good news. Good morning, Anita.
Good morning. You doing all right?
I am doing well. I hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, we did.
Good. Tell us where some jobs are.
Today we've got a wire welder out in Far City. That is $19 an hour, high school diploma and 6 months experience. We have an office clerk in Rutherfordton, $11.50 to $14 an hour. That's a high school diploma and 1 year experience. We have a bank operations services supervisor, a title manager out in Columbus. The pay is dependent on experience, a high school diploma in 5 years. A day school teacher, preschool teacher. In Rutherford, that is $11.50 to $14 an hour, high school diploma and 3 months experience. A maintenance worker out in Spindale, that is $29,353 a year to $36,600 a year. A high school diploma, an injection molding process technician out of Far City, that is $25.95 an hour, a high school diploma and 5 years experience. We have a weaver in Tryon, that is $14 an hour, and they're not requiring any education, but they would like you to have a year experience. A wastewater operator in Lake Lure, a high school diploma and 1 year's experience. An income maintenance caseworker in Spindale, $36,000 a year, high school diploma and 2 years experience. A recovery guide out in Ellenboro, that's $7.25 an hour, high school diploma and no experience. An extension agent horticulture, tongue-tied minute this morning. That is in Spindale. That is $40,000 to $45,000 a year, a bachelor's degree, no experience. A material handler out in Far City. That is $14 an hour, high school diploma and 2 years experience. And we have some workshops coming up in September. We also have a hiring event at the Tryon Equestrian Center. That is a combined with South Carolina Works and us. There's going to be about 28 to 30 employees at least out there at the Tryon Equestrian Center on September the 13th. And for any more information about these jobs, and we have some workshops in September, you can give us a call at 828-286-3042, or just come by and see us, and we'll help you put together a resume so you can take it out there for that hiring event or for any of these other jobs.
All right, Anita, that sounds pretty interesting.
Thank you.
Now, you'll be closed next Monday, right?
Yes, that is Labor Day holiday. Unless you want to call me back on Tuesday, I'll be here Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're going to get the day off.
All right.
Everybody deserves a day off once in a while, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Have a good week.
You too.
Bye-bye. And we'll check in with Wayne Rollins in just a moment to see how he's doing today.
Turn up the savings, turn up the value, and turn up the fun with BarkMobile's Turn Up the Switch event. Turn up the style with a new Samsung Galaxy A32, free when you make the switch. Or bring your own device and save $100. Plus talk, text, and stream like you want with unlimited data for just $35 a line per month with 2 lines. All on our new 5G network. Mobile made easy just got even easier. Snag the savings at BarkMobile's Turn Up the Switch event today. BarkMobile, mobile made easy. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions.
You're just waking up wondering about the events over the weekend in sports world. Pine Lake Prep beat Thomas Jefferson 21-0, and Chase beat Owen 57-15. Tuscola over East Rutherford 56-14, and RS Central over Caldwell 36-7 in games here in the county and out of the county last Friday. And here's a man always on top of his game when terms of fixing good food. That is Wayne Rollins. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Jim. How you doing, buddy?
Trust you had a great weekend.
Yeah, I can't complain about nothing. Went and saw John Party over at the Equestrian Center on, what was that? It was Friday night, I think we went over there. Just a good time over there this weekend. And other than that, just trying to work out a few kinks here and there for getting everything ready for our evening shifts at the lunch box, if you will. Now, I don't know what I'm going to. It's hard to say when you say the lunch box because now we're going to be doing dinner too. So, just gotta, I guess we're just going to add that on there. So, but we're getting everything ready for that. But yeah, really didn't do a lot this weekend. Just resting up and getting ready because it'll be here before you know it.
Refresh my memory on when that starts again.
It's going to be September the 6th. That'll be a week from tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be closed this Friday and Monday. Of course, Labor Day coming up, but we're going to be closed Friday and Monday. Got some things going on this weekend and just getting everything prepared and ready to kick it off on that Tuesday, September the 6th. Again, let everybody know we're going to be doing the lunchbox will be open from 11 to 7 Monday through Thursday. So we'll start our meats and vegetables at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We won't be doing like our hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff like that after 3. Now, our lunch menu doesn't change. You'll still be able to come in and get hot dogs, hamburgers, salads, all of that. But from 3 o'clock on, we'll just be doing meats and vegetables. And I've been looking at the menus and trying to figure out just exactly what we'll be running. And they'll change, but we're going to have right at 6 or 7 different meats. We'll have probably 8 to 10 vegetables that'll be hot. And then we'll have 3 or 4 cold salads that you can get to, coleslaw, potato salad, stuff like that. And then we'll have 3 or 4 desserts. So it seems like everybody's excited about it. Me and my staff are. It gives them a little opportunity to make some more money working in the evening time like that.
Yeah.
And doing the meats and vegetables is what, I've been known for my whole life.
Sure.
So looking forward to getting back into that, and we'll have a lot of things going on. So as we get a little closer, we'll start posting the menus and getting everything ready to go. So we're excited about it.
So I think a lot of folks will be excited about that, Wayne. I'm glad you're moving in that direction. And you will be closed Friday and Monday of this Friday and next Monday.
We'll be closed this Friday and this coming Monday. It's Labor Day, and we got to rearrange some things in the restaurant to get ready to do the meats and vegetables in the evening. And just take a little time off before we get ready to crank it back up and do the 11 to 7. So making sure we got everybody scheduled right, making sure we got the menus, and then, of course, you got to order some more food, too, because we'll be doing some different stuff. But just looking real forward to it. You've had a lot of good people, telling me that they're happy. They can come by after, they get off of work, because there's been so many people that hasn't been able or had the opportunity to eat with me because of closing at 2 o'clock.
Sure.
So, now on your way home, if you want, you don't want to cook, or you might live by yourself. Now you can come by and get you some meats and vegetables, or if you just want to get a vegetable plate, that's fine too. So just a lot of things to be excited about. Starting off, next week, and then we'll go from there.
Good plan, my friend. I like that idea. I really do. I think it'll be well received in our community.
Yeah, I think it's going to go well. Looking forward to it. And then plus that gives me time on the weekends to do my catering and stuff that we do. And that's been, since the pandemic and all has gotten over with, pretty much. People's calling about every day about some type of catering. And of course, before you know it, you turn around, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and we'll be taking orders for Thanksgiving, booking Christmas parties. So it's an exciting time of the year. I'm just excited because hopefully this heat will diminish.
Yes.
I love the fall and winter time. They can have this heat. I mean, I like it, but I'm a fall winter man. So
Enough's enough, right?
That's exactly right.
All right, Wayne, keep up the good work over there, my friend. It's good to talk with you, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.
All right, Jim, sounds good. Y'all have a good week.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Wayne Rollins announcing big plans there at Wayne's Lunchbox, soon to be Wayne's Lunchbox and Supper Box. 8:14. Let's see what this is all about.
Did you know that approximately 34% of women worldwide are affected by urinary incontinence? But there is good news. You don't have to suffer anymore. Brock Family Care in Forest City is excited to introduce a breakthrough treatment for urinary incontinence called BTL Emsella. All you have to do is sit on the Emsella chair for 30 minutes fully clothed, 2 times a week for 3 weeks, and your quality of life will significantly improve. Sound interesting? Then call 828-382-7282 to learn more about this amazing treatment, or visit our website at www.brockfamilycare.com.
Some of the stories from here and there this morning, the Daily Courier is reporting that leaders from across Rutherford County, including representatives from Rutherford Regional Hospital, Isothermal Community College, Rutherford County Schools, and Partners Behavioral Health, along with municipal and county government officials and law enforcement, met Thursday afternoon to discuss the county's struggle with opioid abuse. They talked about possible causes, potential solutions, and more specifically, how to possibly use the funds the county is receiving as part of the federal opioid litigation settlement. The meeting, held in Rutherfordton at the Rutherford County Office Building, was convened by County Manager Steve Garrison and described as the beginning of a process to determine a plan for the nearly $6 million settlement funds. The settlements stem from a federal pharmaceutical lawsuit that began in 2017. The original lawsuit included drug companies like Purdue, Janssen, Johnson & Johnson, and others. The total settlement was for $26 billion, with North Carolina receiving $750 million. Rutherford County's portion is $5,982,537. The payments will be spread out over an 18-year period. Rutherford County received its initial payment of $229,847 earlier this year and will receive a second payment of $505,477 in the next couple of months. Beginning in 2013, Rutherford County will receive one payment per year until the total of nearly $6 million is dispersed. County governments are receiving the task of creating plans to use the funds to use in strategic, meaningful ways to address opioid epidemic. The overdose death rate in North Carolina, Garrison pointed out, is dramatic. The latest figures indicate that in 2020, there were 20 overdose deaths in Rutherford County. Officials believe this number is now far larger. Also in 2020, Rutherford County had 81 emergency room visits because of drug overdoses. The memorandum of agreement between North Carolina and local county governments on the settlement funds requires that funds be spent only for opioid-related expenditures. This may include funding for support groups or services for people with opioid use disorder or any co-occurring substances use disorder or mental health condition. During the discussion on Thursday, participants touched on a variety of factors believed to contribute to drug addiction in Rutherford County, ranging from childhood trauma, poverty, and generational patterns of addiction to lack of education and cultural acceptance of substance abuse. Solutions, the participants said, should include easier access to treatment, including a local residential drug treatment facility, while officials say the amount of money in the settlement would not be enough to create and sustain a comprehensive treatment center. Some of the meeting participants believe the money could be leveraged to create realistic plans that could include partnering with an already existing entity to provide the service. With a plan in place, the participants said they would be much more likely to attract other funding sources that could sustain a local facility. The county is under no specific timeline requirements for spending the settlement money, and officials say they want to be measured in their decisions on how the money is ultimately spent to be as effective as possible. The group is expected to reconvene later this fall. Seemed like nothing was mentioned in all of that. Why not have a required course in high school about bad deals of drugs and show vivid pictures, disgusting pictures of people that got on drugs after taking that first snort or that first pill. So make it required viewing for classes in high school and let them see the details of what that's really like. Instead of glamorizing it out there, saying, oh, it won't happen to me. If they see enough of those terrible pictures would actually happen to people who said, it'll never happen to me, perhaps that could change some minds. Don't wait till after they've been on it and then find a way to get them off of it. Let's try to get them off of it before they get on it. And show some really horrible-looking pictures that are for real. When you see people, I used to see some pictures of people on meth, some beautiful women that got on meth and how it deteriorated their bodies and their faces and their minds, and how terrible looking they became because they were fading away into nothing because of meth. And this opioid crisis is doing the same thing to our young people if they're never shown what the end results would be. So why not have a required course in high school that everybody has to take it before you graduate about the detriments of any kind of entrance to drugs, any kind of doorway to drugs. Make it a possibility that they have to take it before they get out of class, before they graduate, or even before they get into the next level of grade. Wouldn't be bad to start in junior high school or middle school, actually. But let them see some vivid pictures of authentic people, what happened when they got on drugs for the first time. Let's don't wait till after they get on it and say, well, let's find some way to cure them. No, get them cured before they start. Maybe they'll never open that first door. Maybe they ought to talk about doing something like that rather than sitting around and talk about, well, let's build a facility or let's find some ways to get them some medicine. No, let's find some ways to keep them off of it to start with and see if that won't help them in some way. Well, that's just my editorial on how to deal with the opioid crisis in Rutherford County and other places. We want to glamorize it and let's get them after the fact. No, let's get them before the fact. Let's get them before the fact and see if it won't change the pace of people. 21 after 8 o'clock, the Sheriff's Report coming up here in just a few moments with Officer King reporting.
You need an insurance agent you can talk to? Call Insurance Service Associates at 828-245-5301. We want to help you get the best out of your insurance dollar. As a trusted choice independent agent, we shop your coverage with several companies to give you the best value. More companies, better choices, best rate. Come see us at our new office at 245 East Main Street in Forest City or call us at 828-245-5301.
WCAB is on the road again. We got another live remote broadcast Thursday, September the 1st from 11 until 1 at Circle B Barbecue in Spindale. It's their grand opening Customer Appreciation Day celebration. Enjoy free samples, cold drinks, ribbon cutting live on the radio at 11 a.m. Stop by and see race car number 98, Billy Smith, known as Gunslinger, for delicious barbecue plates or sandwiches and all the trimmings. Put Circle B on your menu. That's Thursday, September the 1st, 11 until 1, 135 West Main Street in Spindale. Hope to see you there.
Well, we welcome some new neighbors in Rutherfordton. The movers unload office furniture at 162 North Main Street, Rutherfordton, Friday morning as the Daily Courier leaves its Oak Street Forest City location for downtown Rutherfordton. The Courier's new office will be the former Chamber of Commerce building. They're started moving in last week, and perhaps they'll be settled in there pretty soon. So we welcome new neighbors to the town of Rutherfordton, the Daily Courier moving in. Officer King was with us earlier this morning, gave us a report from the Sheriff's Department. We recorded it for broadcast at this time.
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Department has responded to 298 calls for service. There were 16 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 209 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, Shaylin Lauder from Weenie's Road in Ballstick reported a felony larceny. And Isidro Zavala from Hill Street in Morrisboro reported a felony larceny. And a Susan McGowan from Chimney Rock Road in Rutherford reported larceny of a firearm and also misdemeanor larceny. Upon our arrest reports, a Rebecca Rose from Moody Town Road in Marion was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. Sherry Maccabee, listed as homeless, was arrested and charged with second-degree trespass, received a $1,000 unsecured bond. Roy Buff from Brooklyn Road in Forest City was served with a warrant for assault inflicting serious injury and also charged with resisting a public officer, received a $102,500 secured bond. Meddy Shelton from Hines Road in Morrisboro was served with a warrant for misdemeanor larceny. No bond listed on that one. And a Joshua Robertson from Oakland Road in Forest City was served with warrants for injury to real property and also injury to personal property and received a $1,500 secured bond. That's all we have for today.
Thank you, Officer King, for that thorough report. We appreciate you being with us from time to time. We have that Sheriff's Report every morning during the Call Around the County newscast, and we recorded it for broadcast at this time, and then we also play it back in the afternoon Call Around Report. Keeping you informed as well as entertained and sometimes inspired is our goal right here. 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB Rutherford. Sports is up next, and then Word of Faith Fellowship radio program.